Alright, what's up guys, it's the 2 Gamer here, and welcome to my review of War Battleships. This is, recorded after I actually recorded, so, um, my voice, I am in editing right now, and I am putting my voice in over the sound of nothing. Um, my review of this game, I will be going through the graphics all the way to the gameplay, the squads, all the stuff, everything that I can think of right now. If I missed anything, I'll try and answer it in the comments below. Alright guys, so basically, the graphics are very good, they're very finesse, they're very polished. Well, not exactly polished, because it is a mobile game, but, I don't have the graphic settings all the way. Just because my phone probably can't handle it. I haven't actually tried, but not gonna risk it crashing. I don't know if it crash, like certain games crash if you put um the graphics way too high, and they just crash consistently. So I would have to uninstall and then reinstall, and that's too much of a hassle for me. So I'm like, whatever. You can see, it looks good. It looks very nice. If I had some squad gameplay, that would be nice. But maybe that'll be in the next video. But alright. So my review of the actual gameplay and the battles, this is a beta of course, so it's very, you know, uh very like, how do I say, it's early, it's beta. So they're still trying to fix everything, trying to add some things, maybe take some things out, see how the players respond to the game's work in progress. So everything I say, take with a grain of salt, because this is advice as well. For the beta only for the beta. You cannot take this into the full game. I will make tips when the full game comes out, maybe a couple days afterwards, because of how this is. They may change some things in the beta. So, what I've learned from using the two different shells, which is armor piercing and high explosive. Let me explain the shells first. Oh wait, um, what was I talking about? The gameplay. Before I lose my train of thought, the gameplay. The battles are very nice. Um, they're very well done. You know, um, trying to destroy the other ships, destroying each ship. One ship, I think, is, it might be 130. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know exactly. Yes, it is 130. Because you can see right now, it adds 130, points to your score. Um, but as you can see here, I'm kind of doing some damage, so, Um, as you can see, I wasn't doing exactly as much damage as I was before, and you can see here he has his full entire broadside. Now, I tried to use torps, but I don't exactly think I need them. Now, you know why? Because he has his full broadside to me, and if I fire AP in that, he will destroy himself. He's absolutely gone. Um, the reason why I did, alright, so the reason why I use armor piercing more is because it usually does more damage. Now, it usually does more damage to more armored targets, like battleships, battle cruisers, stuff like that. Destroyers, you usually want to use high explosive. High explosive um, is very good for getting fires on the decks of the enemy ships. Um, Make sure you always have a weather eye on the horizon, and you basically always have an idea of your surroundings. As you can see, I was checking, um, making sure that destroyer wasn't near me, so he couldn't taunt me while I was trying to kill his friend. But yeah, so what I've discovered is that when you have their full broadside open to you, which is basically the side of the ship, for people who don't know naval language, um, when they're showing their side of the ship to you, they, and you're using armor piercing, you do an extremely a lot more damage. As you can see here, I am turning to my port side, and I'm getting my full broadside because he is not firing back at me, and I just hit him with a full broadside attack, and I'm absolutely golden. I destroyed him. I took about like 47% health from him, so it's extremely easy to get high damage if they show their entire side to you while you are using armor piercing shells. That is that that works for now, like that works only with battleships and cruisers. I haven't seen it work with a destroyer, but do not take my word for that. You can try it on your own. The link for the thing will be in the description below. Because you cannot find it on the actual app store. You need a specific link to actually get to the game. Um, yeah. So high explosive, very good for battleship, not battleships. Um, what kind of battleships? See, what I like to do, when I'm playing a battleship. Now, this is some tips for some battleship players. Um, when I'm playing a battleship, I usually like to have my armor-piercing shells and my main guns to do the most damage when the enemy shows their broadside. Um, Also, for in battleship, playing against other battleships, they will usually, because they don't know this, they will usually show their broadside to you unless you're playing in the higher tiers. Now, if they are showing their broadside to you, then you can actually um destroy them very easily. If they have more health than you, have more armor, more hit points, I try to cut or not cut. I try to pause the recording, and this is gonna be that for like a couple minutes, like maybe a minute. So don't adjust your sets. Nothing is wrong. It's just bad recording, I guess. Recording part got corrupted, but yeah. So when you're playing a battleship, I usually use my main guns. I put armor piercing in those. Um, my But in my secondaries, I would put eye explosive. So, because your secondaries reload faster than your main guns do, as soon as I fire my main guns, I immediately go to my secondary guns, which have high explosive, and you could have it armor piercing. I think personally that might do more damage, but I usually like to get high explosive. Um, Put high explosive, put some fires on the deck, make him consistently burn so that I can finish him off when my main guns reload with armor piercing. Um, it's good to have a consistent damage on the enemy player. Uh, um, each different type of ship fits different types of uh styles certain people like to play. So if you want to get up close and personal, I personally would suggest a destroyer. They would they're very quick, extremely quick. Usually have a lot of torpedoes. So if you don't like being in a battleship, you can sell the ship and you can buy a destroyer. That destroyer is extremely quick. The guns aren't as powerful, but um, you can use torpedoes. You kind of have to be good with the torpedoes, or else you're gonna get nowhere. But that's a side note. That's how some certain people play. Um, for battle cruisers, people like me, I usually I like battle cruisers and battleships. This is a battle cruiser, I believe. I think it is. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. You might be able to see in the beginning of the video. But yeah, I think this is a battle cruiser, and I like it personally. I like it. It does a fair amount of damage because apparently nobody knows about the broadside thing. I thought about keeping it a secret because I'm evil, but I'm like, no, no, I shouldn't keep it with a secret. I should let that out there, to the public. So you're welcome. You're welcome about that. Um, but yeah, as you can see before, um, usually uh the armor piercing would do a lot to battleships. Um, so I kind of saw no point to actual the battleship. As you can see, in the very beginning of the video, I did have a battleship that was a Japanese battleship just because I wanted it. There was no other reason why. It had an extremely large amount of main guns, so I could change my port side and starboard side. Um, very easily because there's like half of the ship um guns are loaded, and there's another half of the ship that guns are reloading, so I could just switch over to that side that they're loading and just have a consistent fire on the enemy. This is still not unfrozen, which is weird, but okay. Don't It's not your fault, it's my fault apparently. Um So, yeah, blame the creator, not the viewer. Alright, whatever. Um, I would like there to be action on the screen. I mean, please, sir, like, can I have some action, please? Okay, whatever. Alright, whatever. Um, so yeah. Oh, here we go. Yay, we're back. We're back. Okay. Um, right. So what was I talking about? Um, they do have aircraft carriers. But they aren't available yet. You can see how good high explosive is for for me, not for the destroyers. But yeah, you can see that how much damage it does to the enemy's health with destroyers. Um, yeah. Um, they have aircraft carriers, but that would be in the full game. This is the open beta, so anyone can join. So it's like, it's whatever, like I wanted at least one aircraft carrier, but it's fine. Like I feel like I have a feeling these guys are kind of rushed to get this game out. I just want them to do a good job. 64,000 damage. I couldn't read that quickly because my past me is not patient. You can see I got 13,000 credits, so that's why I was talking about the low amount of silver. Um, but um, to counteract that, I see that the developers of the game actually had the tasks and events. So you can see the daily tasks, stuff like that. That gives you it ranges from I think 10,000 to like maybe from 3,000 to 10,000. I missed that part, but the other task, but it has these days, stuff like that. For the event, you have to go into your mail and receive all. Click receive all. Well, not click, hit receive all. Um, yeah, and you'll get your reward. You now have 500,000 silver, which is close to the Tennessee, which is the battleship of American origin that I want. They have no English ships, which I'm kind of little little peeved about that, but it's alright. Alright guys, this recording's getting short, so alright guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Maybe I'll maybe have some squad videos or something like that. Peace.